welcome to my video. This is what if Naruto and Sasuke went to the past. So how this is gonna work is Naruto and Sasuke were killed in the Battle of Ishiki, and during that battle they were both sent to their mindscape where they met the Sage of Six Paths. And the Sage of Six Paths gave the rest of his powers to Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto getting 60% and Sasuke getting 40%, due to Naruto being stronger than Sasuke. Sasuke will be able to deactivate his Rinnegan. He will have 2 Rinnegan with 6 Tomoe, and Naruto will have all the Bijou, Sage of Six Paths mode. He will be able to use Sage mode for as much time as he wants, and he can turn it on and off in an instant. And Naruto will be giving him a summoning that I've seen on like 2 videos, and I don't remember the YouTubers who made it, so I will give him a dragon summoning. And how Naruto will get this dragon summoning is when they go back in time. Now, the Sage of Six Paths told them where the summoning scroll was, and he went there alone, and they're about 6 or 7. Naruto's about to turn 7. Sasuke's already 7, because I'm pretty sure Sasuke's older than Naruto. So, Naruto goes to the Uzumaki compound. Sorry, and if you heard skateboarding before, I am with my cousin, and he's skateboarding, and I'm recording this video while doing it. He also does YouTube. His YouTube name is King Swag. Go check him out. He has more videos than I do because he started before I did, and I don't really frequently upload because I don't really have the time to. And so check him out. He's a good YouTuber. He did 1 what if or 2 what ifs?
Yeah, I did my second what if today. It's what if Sasuke and Hinata got married. Go check it out right now.
So where was I before? Oh, Naruto went to the Uzumaki compound, and the Uzumakis, I would say, were the guardian of the dragon summoning, and the Sage of Six Paths would have told them where to go, and Naruto would go to the Uzumaki compound. There would be a secret trap door that he would find in the rubble of the Whirlpool village, and he would unlock the seal because Naruto is a master of all the seals. He unlocks it, and he sees a golden floating scroll, and he opens it, and he sees there has only been 2 users. It was the leader of the Uzumaki clan and the Sage of Six Paths himself. So, as he touches the scroll, he gets sent to the mindscape, where he meets the king of all dragons. And I'm not going to give him a name because he's not that important right now. Maybe I'll give him one later on. And he meets the king of the dragons. And the king of the dragons gives him a task, which he thinks is impossible. Sorry about the dog barking. And he sees the king of the dragons. He sends him on a mission which he thinks is impossible. Only 2 have done it: the leader of the Uzumaki clan and the Sage of Six Paths. And Naruto goes and does it. And what I say his mission or quest, if you call it that, was to create a jutsu that has never been seen to human or Otsutsuki, to any life form, I'm saying. And Naruto would create a jutsu, mixing the Bijou Bomb with nature chakra. And by this time, not by this time, Kurama and all the other tail beasts would be friends with Naruto because they would keep all their memories. And they would all mix their powers together, creating a Ten Tails cloak. Obviously, they do not create Ten Tails, but he creates the Ten Tails cloak, and then he does a Bijou transformation. And for this, I'll say the Bijou transformation gives him the Nine Tails tails, and 2 of the Nine Tails tails, 3 of the 8 Tails tails, 4 of the 7 tails, 5 of the... He's basically gonna have 20 tails. So, Naruto has 20 tails when he transforms. And I'll say he'll be able to scale down his size. And then he mixes all the Bijou Bombs and it becomes pure white. And no one has ever seen this before because no one has ever had the 10 tails or all 9 Bijou within them. And the dragon, king of dragons, gives him permission to use the summoning seal. And I will give Naruto 10 dragons. And the king of dragons will be one of them. And so Naruto puts his blood, like how he does with the toad summoning, and he writes his name. And during this time, Naruto would have missed out on the academy. Like, I'll say it took Naruto about 5 months for him to master the jutsu, or the combination of power he created. And so he missed out 5 months of the academy. So when he goes back to the village and to the academy, because I'll say Naruto did leave the village, but he left a shadow clone, so everyone thought that he was still there, like the Black Ops Anbu members, because I'll say Danzo would have some spying on him, and then Hiruzen would have some protecting him, like the 4th Hokage's personal Anbu. And they wouldn't see anything. They would just see Naruto, and it was and that obviously the Naruto they're seeing is a shadow clone. So they're watching shadow clone Naruto for like 5 months. Actually, no, since there's a shadow clone, he would be able to go to school. So he goes to school with the shadow clone, goes to school for 5 months, and then Naruto comes back to the village, disperses the shadow clone, body flickers back to his house, because I'll say the clone and the real Naruto went into an alley so no one would see them. So he gets 5 months of knowledge worth, and come back to him. And then he goes to the academy, and Sasuke would have noticed that it was a clone, because he would have used the Rinnegan, and the shadow clone would have told Sasuke. And Sasuke was talking to Naruto and said, "So you sent the clone to do everything for 5 months, just as for you to sit at home? I could have done that, but I didn't," said Sasuke. Naruto said, "No, what I was doing was I was training for 5 months." And Sasuke said, "Training? How could you get stronger than you already are?" And so Naruto would tell Sasuke to follow him. As they would leave the Konoha, they would leave the entire land of fire. And they would go out to the middle of the ocean, and Sasuke would use his Susanoo to fly, and then Naruto would be walking on the water. And then Sasuke would say, "Okay, what are you gonna do?" And then Naruto activates his Ten Tails cloak. And Sasuke was like, "Ten Tails?" And then Naruto says, "No, it's all the 9 tailed beasts combined So it's basically the 10 tails. And then he creates a pure white Bijudama. And then he shoots it off to the ocean. And if you've seen that scene in Naruto Shippuden where they collided their two Rasengan shurikens with Indara's arrow, then it did that. But since it was on a smaller scale, it was a smaller scale, so it did what Sasuke and Naruto did with the end of their own. At max power, he would probably evaporate half of the ocean. So Naruto does that, and Sasuke wouldn't be terrified, but he would be a little nerved, like uneasy, due to Naruto did that within 5 months. So Sasuke would train, and Sasuke would train till they were 12. And this, I think, is when they graduate from the academy, and they were 7 to 8 when I was starting this. So Naruto's 8 and Sasuke's about 8 and 6 months, I'm pretty sure. So they train Sasuke trains until they were 12, and he's beginning to catch up to Naruto. He's like 75% of Naruto's current strength. So I'll tell you the rest in part 2.